This is the strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there, he's not getting, I can sleep now at night. This is great. 7, good.
8, 14, and 15.
The excitement around the upcoming fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is not just about a match. It's about a collision of worlds. Whilst Mike Tyson's recent training footage has sent a devastating warning to Jake Paul, this is not a man you mess with, even if he's 58 years old.
Nice left hook. Up.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
Actually,
You sure?
yeah, me
Yes. You fucking sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yes.
You fuck with me, it's all
Yes,
right?
let's do this. You did great.
We're done. You sure?
Yes. Trust me.
I got a lot in me. Let's get started.
For decades, Mike Tyson was synonymous with power, intimidation, and mastery in the boxing ring. Known as Iron Mike, Tyson was a force that transcended the sport itself, with a career that was as tumultuous as it was spectacular. His reputation as a knockout artist was cemented with a series of unforgettable matches where he dominated some of the best boxers in the world. Tyson's name alone evokes memories of brutal knockouts and relentless fury, a fighting style that left many of his opponents defeated before they even stepped into the ring.
That's the real question. How much can Jake survive? That's the real question. Because
Jake Paul, on the other hand, is a newcomer to the sport, but he's not someone who should be underestimated. Originally a social media star, Paul has managed to surprise critics by dedicating himself fully to boxing. He's no longer just an entertainer looking for attention. He's now an athlete with serious ambitions in the sport. His brash personality and confidence have made him a polarizing figure, but he's consistently proven his ability to handle himself in the ring, taking on increasingly challenging opponents with a string of victories that have elevated his credibility as a boxer. For fans, this match is about more than just a fight. It's a historic moment that bridges two different eras of boxing, a chance to see if the older, legendary Tyson can still stand toe-to-toe with a younger, ambitious fighter. With Tyson's age and Paul's inexperience, the dynamics of the fight are unique, and each man's journey to this point has added layers of intrigue to the match. Fans and critics alike are captivated by the question, will Tyson's power and skill overwhelm Paul, or will the younger fighter prove that he's capable of taking on a true legend?
Nice. Come on, punch him. Yeah.
When Tyson announced his comeback, many assumed he would approach training with caution, considering his age and past injuries. However, he's defied all expectations by diving into a training regimen that is as intense as anything he's done in his younger years. Tyson's commitment to his preparation is clear from the countless videos of him hammering away at the heavy bag, his punches snapping with a force that belies his age. Fans who watch these clips are left in awe, seeing a man who, despite being nearly 60, seems to have tapped into the same raw energy that defined his prime years. Tyson's training focuses on maintaining his explosiveness and improving his endurance. He's been doing a range of exercises, from heavy lifting and strength conditioning to agility drills that hone his footwork and speed. Plyometric exercises, which emphasize explosive movements, are a significant part of his training.
1, nice tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
These include routines like box jumps, explosive push-ups, and burpees, which are designed to improve his reaction time and overall power. In his prime, Tyson's punches were known for their brutal impact, and his training now aims to preserve as much of that power as possible. In addition to the physical aspects, Tyson is putting a huge emphasis on technique. He's working on refining his punch combinations, throwing hooks and uppercuts that are still lightning fast. He's also focusing on his signature head movement, a technique that made him elusive and difficult to hit in the ring. For a boxer of his age, staying light on his feet is challenging, but Tyson's training has shown that he's dedicated to maintaining this vital part of his fighting style. The fact that Tyson can still throw punches with the same ferocity is a testament to his dedication and resilience.
How long do you think this thing will last?
Not long. As soon as I catch him, because he's gonna run like a thief. I don't see how he's gonna make an exciting fight by running all day. You know, he's supposed to be the young guy. He's supposed to walk right through me. I'm an old man. He's gonna run all night.
Perhaps even more fascinating is Tyson's mental preparation. He's spoken openly about how he approaches each training session as a way to reconnect with the fierce, unyielding fighter he used to be. In interviews, Tyson describes how he channels his younger self, tapping into the same hunger and drive that propelled him to the top. For Tyson, this fight isn't just a physical challenge. It's a chance to revisit the mental state that made him a champion. He's shown a level of focus and discipline that is both impressive and inspiring, a reminder of why he was one of the most feared fighters of all time.
This fight is not going to change my lifestyle financially. I'm a fighter. I feel good. I can do it. I feel I can beat this guy.
Roy Jones Jr. is no stranger to tough fights or intense opponents, but even he was taken aback by Tyson's power when they met in the ring in 2020 for an exhibition match. The bout was supposed to be a controlled exhibition, but Jones quickly realized that Tyson's power had not diminished with age. Jones, who had faced countless fighters in his career, described Tyson's punches as still carrying the same level of force and intensity he remembered from watching Tyson's earlier fights. His experience serves as a valuable insight into just how dangerous Tyson still is, even at 58. For Jake Paul, who is relatively new to boxing, Jones's warning is a serious reminder of the challenges that come with facing a fighter like Tyson. Jones has publicly stated that one punch from Tyson could be enough to end the fight, emphasizing that Tyson's experience and technique make his punches far more impactful than those of the average opponent. Unlike the fighters Paul has faced before, Tyson's punches aren't just strong, they're expertly timed, precise, and backed by decades of experience in the ring.
Tyson has pit bull mentality. He don't know how to play. That's just real talk. Referee tell me, let him go. You think I'm finna let this crazy man go? And let him throw this right uppercut.
Yo, you was smothering that joke. You was not letting it happen.
Listen, have you seen what his uppercut has done to people twice my size? Referee say, let him go. I said, you let him go. I'm not finna let him go, not on me.
No, Mike has a switch, like you said. He don't know how to play. He's a lion all day, every day. Don't mess with the lion. Leave the lion alone.
So I knew this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm out here getting in shape. My coach like, hey, don't run them heels today. I'm like, you ain't finna be up that dang on fool. I am. I'm finna be at my legs in shape. He not catching me.
Right.
I don't care what you say. You understand me? Tell me in the corner, hit him with the uppercut. So he can try to hit me back with it? Are you serious?
Are you? Because he gonna get mad.
I'm hitting with the jab, the right hand, the hook, and everything else. I'm not hitting with no uppercut.
Jones's caution to Paul is grounded in reality. While Paul has shown that he's capable of handling himself in the ring, he has never faced a fighter with the kind of power Tyson possesses. Jones's experience suggests that Tyson's power and skill remain as potent as ever, and for Paul, this means preparing for a level of intensity he's never encountered before. Jones's warning serves as a stark reminder that despite Tyson's age, he's still a dangerous opponent who can turn the tide of a fight with a single well-placed punch. Initially, Jake Paul took his usual approach to the fight, playing up his confidence and using his press appearances to build hype. Known for his ability to get under his opponent's skin, Paul made bold statements about how he would knock out Tyson, a strategy that helped him maintain a psychological edge in previous fights. Paul's bravado was on full display as he talked about Tyson with the same level of confidence he's shown in past matches, positioning himself as the fearless young fighter ready to take on a legend. However, as the fight date approaches, Paul's attitude seems to be shifting. Recent interviews reveal a more cautious side of Paul, as he's openly admitted that he feels nervous about facing Tyson. This admission marks a departure from Paul's usual bravado and suggests that he's starting to understand the magnitude of the challenge ahead. Paul's change in tone has raised questions about whether he may be reconsidering his approach, realizing that Tyson is unlike any opponent he's faced before.
I'm definitely a little bit scared. You know, this is the toughest fight I've had to date against the most experienced opponent. It's at heavyweight, and Tyson's dropping people in sparring. He looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of.
This shift in Paul's demeanor could be a sign of maturity or a realization that Tyson's training footage has revealed a level of intensity that Paul wasn't expecting. For a fighter like Paul, who thrives on confidence and a sense of control, this change in perspective could either make him more focused or undermine his psychological edge. The closer the fight gets, the more apparent it becomes that Paul is confronting a level of competition he hasn't experienced before, and his recent comments reflect an awareness of just how serious this fight will be. Jake Paul is no stranger to pressure or big challenges, but taking on a legendary figure like Mike Tyson presents a test unlike any he's faced before. Paul's journey from YouTube star to professional boxer has been met with a mix of surprise and skepticism, yet he's defied expectations by proving himself a capable, even skilled fighter. His previous fights against other influencers and former athletes helped him build a solid foundation in boxing, and his victories have shown that he has both physical power and tactical ability. However, facing a seasoned fighter like Mike Tyson introduces a level of intensity and unpredictability that might expose the gaps in Paul's experience.
I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that. Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Big guys would hold Mike, guys with long reach that outweigh him. People that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him. I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Okay, I looked it up. Mike Tyson is 220 pounds.
That's 1 pound less than his optimal weight.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. We've got about 20 pounds.
Are you kidding me? He's only 200? It's worse than I thought.
That was his last fight.
Unlike Paul's past opponents, Tyson is a true master of the sport with a career that spans decades of high-stakes fights, grueling training sessions, and world-class coaching. Tyson's boxing IQ is exceptionally high, and he has an instinctive understanding of the ring that comes from years of fighting at the highest level. His ability to assess and exploit an opponent's weaknesses has been honed over hundreds of rounds, and his familiarity with pressure and intensity is unmatched. While Paul has made impressive strides, he's still relatively new to the sport and hasn't had to face an opponent with Tyson's depth of knowledge and skill. One of the primary challenges Paul may face is Tyson's mastery of timing and positioning. Tyson knows exactly when to move, when to throw a punch, and how to bait his opponent into making mistakes. This level of strategy can be difficult for even seasoned fighters to counter, and for someone like Paul, who is still developing his ring instincts, it could prove overwhelming. Tyson's movements are sharp and efficient, and he can still throw powerful punches from a variety of angles, a skill that takes years to develop. For Paul, dealing with Tyson's timing and power will be a new experience, one that could push him beyond what he's accustomed to in the ring.
Nice. Come on, punching. Yeah. Yeah.
Another potential issue is Tyson's unrelenting mental intensity. Tyson is known for his ability to get into an opponent's head, and his sheer presence in the ring can be intimidating. Throughout his career, Tyson's opponents often found themselves mentally defeated before the fight even began. His reputation alone carries weight, and for Paul, stepping into the ring with someone of Tyson's caliber could be psychologically daunting. While Paul is known for his confidence and ability to play mind games, Tyson's level of focus and commitment could shift the power dynamic, leaving Paul at a mental disadvantage. Tyson doesn't need to talk or taunt to make an impact. His years of experience and reputation as one of the fiercest boxers in history speak for themselves. The physical difference between Tyson's power and that of Paul's previous opponents is another crucial factor. Tyson's punches are not only strong, but expertly timed and packed with a technique that makes them far more effective. His ability to deliver quick, devastating combinations has always been a defining feature of his style.
The day he's fighting the one fighter that most people feared, and I feel like 58, 27, the age is not a factor. That's a wash, right? Experience level obviously is gonna go to Mike Tyson, but Jake's got a screw loose, man. I guarantee you, Mike didn't offer it. He offered this to Mike.
For Mike Tyson, this fight represents much more than just another chance to step into the ring. It's an opportunity to reinforce his legacy, reconnect with the sport he loves, and prove to the world that he still has what it takes to compete. Unlike his recent exhibition matches, this bout against Jake Paul is a professional fight that will be recorded on Tyson's official boxing record. For a fighter as proud and accomplished as Tyson, this distinction is essential, because it means he's not just fighting for nostalgia or entertainment, he's fighting to solidify his place in boxing history once again. Tyson's relationship with boxing is complex and deeply personal. After a career marked by incredible victories, shocking defeats, and numerous controversies, Tyson has remained committed to the sport. He's spoken in past interviews about how boxing saved him and gave him purpose, a theme that's evident in his commitment to preparing for this fight. For Tyson, training is not just about getting physically fit, it's about reigniting the competitive fire that drove him to greatness. Each punch he throws in training is a reminder of the journey he's taken, from a young kid with raw power to one of the most feared heavyweights of all time. This fight is a chance for Tyson to reconnect with that passion and to remind the world of his enduring strength and spirit.
I guess what led you to take this challenge on? Why are you doing it?
Because I can, and I'm going to be successful doing it, and it's easy.
Well, I'm watching you train. It doesn't look. It doesn't look easy. It looks like you're putting yourself through hell.
Training's hell, but the fights are always easier than training.
While some critics may question Tyson's age, his training shows that he's approaching this fight with the same intensity and discipline he brought to the ring in his prime. His routine is filled with high-intensity workouts, speed drills, and power-focused exercises that are all designed to ensure he's ready to perform at the highest level. For Tyson, the fight is not just about winning, it's about proving to himself that he can still be the fighter he once was. The physical rigor of his training is matched only by the mental toughness he's bringing to the preparation process as he works to recapture the sharpness, strength, and precision that made him a legend.
I can't wait to watch it.
I'm going straight through him.
Woo!
He won't have to wait. He don't have to find me. All the running I'm going to do is right at him. He ain't got to worry about finding me.
As the fight draws closer, the question of who has the upper hand becomes increasingly intriguing. Tyson's age may work against him, but his experience, power, and skill make him a formidable opponent. His recent training shows that he's still capable of delivering powerful punches with precision, and his decades of experience give him an edge in terms of strategy and technique. For Paul, the advantage lies in his youth, his fitness, and his recent experience in the ring. However, Tyson's intensity and determination could make a significant difference. With so much at stake, the fight promises to be a defining moment for both men. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.